Welcome to the Trading Lounge and the European Forex report, and starting with the Euro US dollar here. And the trend that we've had moving down through here is being the opposite of what we're seeing in the stock market. So we've seen the DAX and the other European markets and the US markets rising. And as this market's turned here to rally, we've seen the stock market pulling back in the same manner as well. So it makes trading a little bit easier to track, and all the patterns will be sort of mirrored in opposite, so to speak. And yeah, so what we're looking at here is an A and a B and a C correction here. The 50-60% is up into here, so we can track these moves moving up into these areas here. And just to go in a little bit closer, we can look at the intraday here. I'll just take it from this low here, and these are my thoughts here. Is that we've got a reasonably nice little 5-wave structure here, or impulse wave for wave 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave. The fourth wave can pull back to the fourth wave of 1 lesser degree, and then another fifth wave up here that should come quite close to this particular number, and then an ABC, and then another 5 waves over here that can be the same length as wave A, or 61.8% of wave A. There's normally some sort of equality there, but we'll see how we go because we're working with quite a large number here. And secondly, the wave A here in a corrective move should be sharper, stronger than wave C. So we want to see this wave C here on more of an angle, so to speak, a little bit more of an angle, something like that, I guess. And then we'll look to short down this side here. So this is really the same sort of story for most markets. Of course, there's markets that are doing the complete opposite to this and are actually retracing down. So it does make it all quite sort of simple. The euro pound, however, it's got this particular 3-wave pattern here, and I had a count which I just changed, and I think that I think I should have kept the original count. And the original count, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remind myself of this, because I'm just putting the alternative count there. I'm just going to save that. And the reason for that, I had wave 4 here, and I was looking for a 5th wave to make a new low through here, and it didn't make it. But on first sort of glance of this, I can see 1, 2, and then the 3, the 4, and the 5 here. So maybe we've got a truncated 5th wave here. So I think we need to just sort of maybe just be a little bit careful here and look at this in terms of I'll just better do this too, actually. So put this wave A here. Sorry to do this on the hop to you, but got to think on your feet a little bit sometimes. So I'll just save that. So the same with the euro pound, same as the euro US dollar. So we may be correct in having this as wave 5 here, and 1, 2, 3, back for 4 and up for 5 as only the A wave here, and then we'll have the B wave in 3 waves pulling back 61.8%. So I think we just need to track those two counts for a little bit, so we don't get caught out. We'll need to realize what junctions and price points make the difference a little bit later on. But as it goes, we should be looking either way. We should be looking at 5 waves up through here. Okay, the next market is the euro yen, and just working on the 5-minute chart here. Once again, here we've got a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for wave 1 and 2 here. And in this move up through here, we're looking at the top of the third, looking at the fourth. That can pull back to the fourth wave of 1 lesser degree, but I think that's a little bit too low. So we'll work from this price point here for this wave 4 here, okay, in there, and then we'll look for a move higher here, pretty much in line with the other euro counts here. But in the bigger picture here, we're actually working through 2 counts. So I just want to stay here. If this does create a larger impulse wave to the upside, then we'll have a longer term long trade, but I can't go there just yet. And we have talked about this all week, but I just don't want to go into the bigger picture right now. I think just look for wave 4 and wave 5 to this point, and we'll have a look at the pullback at that point. Okay, the cable. Right, so I was looking for a move back into this sort of area here, this box here, the 50 and the 61.8 retracement level. It may get there, but I'm not too worried yet, because we wouldn't trade long in this market unless we had a nice, clean, clear impulse wave to work off. So we'd need to see 5 waves first, and then an A and a B and a C, and we don't have that. This is all still really messy in here. So we were considering that we could go long if we got support here and taken out, but the market's still drifting down to our target point here. So there's nothing really to do here just yet for this market, and this has been it's not only really from this high here. This particular pattern, when you observe it, really is, just getting my marker here, really is, well, this is the balance line right through here. Do you know what I mean? So there'll be a good move coming out of this, but it's just not here yet. Okay, the pound yen and the US dollar yen have got the opposite images happening here. So this correction started earlier than the other ones, and that's okay, but it's not finished yet either. So I won't go into the intraday counts here on this one here, but we still have further downside to come here. Once this correction is finished, it may not come all the way back down here, by the by, but I want to see it more complete before we look at trading long again here. So we've still got a good few sessions to unfold here. So we don't need to go into this one just yet. There's better trades elsewhere, just not quite ready. And the US dollar yen as well. As you know, we were looking for a top, and a bit of a tricky structure in here, but we're looking for 5 waves from this point here. And well, obviously it's in now, and that's good news, So we're looking for a larger correction here, and I haven't really laid this out properly here, but all the same, we can really work it out. It's really quite simple here. So we're really looking for the A wave here, and then a B wave over here, pulling back 50 or 60%, and then wave C over here. So we still got, we've still got a little way to go. And this is quite a nice A wave, really, because it's nice and sharp, and that tells me that that we're in a correction. So obviously we're looking for 5 waves down through here. I had to pull that apart to see that, but there can be one more move here as well, so just be mindful of that. And the B wave will be in 3 waves, pulling back 50 or 60%, and then there should be some sort of equality with this one over here, but with wave A. But we want to see it on more of an angle, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Like this here, and then we can start looking at going to the long side once we've got wave 1 in play here, and we've got 5 waves to confirm that, and we've got a clean, clear 5 waves here. We've got 5 waves in the opposite direction, and then we can go long from that point. So this is what we're waiting for here, and this is what we're waiting for on all the markets. In the euro, there'll be euro US dollar patterns, which will be the mirror opposite to these. So there's going to be a lot of, that's the whole thing with trading, isn't it? There's no trades, and then suddenly, you've got more trades that you can sort of handle. So one of the questions is what will you trade, and how will you go about it, and what other markets will you use to help guide you through, because some markets will lead and some will follow. All right, well, that's it. It's pretty short and sweet. All the markets are pretty easy to track at the moment. Cheers.